Hello everyone!
My name is Cynthia and my student number is 030.
My name is Wika Severa and my student number is 020.
My name is Tridevi Wulandari and my last student number is 004.
My name is Adele Agustin and my last student number is 046.
My name is Zakia Sabila, my last student number is 042.
My name is Fatrina Puspita and my last student number is 058.
My name is Alsabila Kurnia Ramadhani and my last student number is 40.
Alright, from the first, we would like to explain the definition of culture shock. What is culture shock? Culture shock is a common phenomenon that occurs when an individual is suddenly immersed in a new culture, lifestyle, or set of values that are unfamiliar to them. This can lead to a range of emotions from confusion and anxiety. As they struggle to adapt to the new environment, it is a common experience for people who move to a new country or are exposed to a new culture. And it can be a challenging but ultimately enriching experience.
Okay, first let's talk about Indonesian culture shock. Salim is a way people in Indonesia show respect. It involves touching the back of an elder or respected person's hand to one's forehead. This tradition, especially common among the Japanese, is a way to honor someone who is older in a higher position.
For people from other countries, this gesture might be surprising because it's different from the more casual greetings like handshakes or verbal hellos that they are used to. This shows just how much respect and formality are valued in Indonesia culture compared to the more equal ways of interacting in many Western countries.
Okay, for example, in Indonesian soccer or sepak bola, you might see young players use the salim gesture to show respect to older or more experienced players and coaches. This could be quite unexpected for foreign players or coaches who aren't used to such formal ways of showing respect in sport. Typically, in other places, player might just shake hand or give a quick hug. So, the salim is a special way Indonesians show their sportsmanship and respect.
Diperbincangkan adalah aksi mencium tangan wasit sebelum memulai pertandingan. Anak-anak ini seolah tidak lupa dengan adat istiadat Indonesia yang menunjukkan rasa hormat terhadap orang yang lebih tua.
On the other hand, in India, the use of car horns or klaxon can be a real surprise to visitors. Unlike many Western countries where honking is often reserved for emergencies or as a sign of significant frustration, in India, the horn is used much more frequently and for a variety of reasons. Drivers in India might use their horn to signal their presence to other drivers, as a way to urge pedestrians or animals off the road, or simply to indicate they are passing.
For example, if you're driving in a busy Indian city like Mumbai or Delhi, you'll notice that the sound of honking is almost constant. Drivers don't just give a quick honk, they often lean on their horn as they weave through traffic, which includes cars, motorcycles, bicycles, rickshaws, and sometimes even cows. This can be quite a shock to someone not used to such a noisy and chaotic driving environment. In many places in Europe or US, so much honking might be considered rude or aggressive, but in India, it's just part of driving culture.
So in conclusion, culture shock happens when someone feels confused or anxious in a new place with different customs. For example, in Indonesia, the formal salim gesture might surprise foreigners because it's more respectful than what they are used to. In India, the constant honking of car horns can be shocking because it's not how it's done in many Western countries. This example show how different cultures can be and why it's important to understand them when traveling or living in new place.
Thank you very much for watching.